Good morning, Mitchell. It is, as it seems to be almost every week, Monday. Awesome, enough small talk. I gotta jump right into things because I'm worried I might not fit all of this in 4 minutes. Today, I'm doing a Google Autofill with the question, what would happen if? I'm gonna be answering the first question that comes up when Google Autofill with each letter ready, go. What would happen if a lysosome fused with a mitochondrion? After a mitochondrion's 10-day lifespan ends, it is engulfed by the endoplasmic reticulum. The enveloped mitochondrion then fuses with a lysosome, which results in degradation via acid hydrolases. Man, that made me sound smart. What would happen if bees disappeared? Fruits and vegetables, along with like 90% of other plants, would become very, very scarce. What would happen if cells with mutated DNA duplicated? You would have more cells with mutated DNA, and we call that cancer. What would happen if decomposition didn't occur? It would not take long for the Earth's surface to be covered in fallen trees and leaves and dead animals. Bad things. What would happen if Ebola was airborne? It would obviously spread faster into more areas, but this is very unlikely. What would happen if Facebook shut down? Without the services that Facebook offers, people would be less connected, but the people at Facebook and the people from other different websites would jump on making a replacement. What would happen if glycolysis stopped happening in a cell? The Krebs cycle would fail to function, and cells would not be able to make ATP energy. What would happen if humans didn't have bones? Really, really interesting mental pictures. We wouldn't have survived this long, I assure you. Well, we wouldn't have survived at all, so yay bones! What would happen if I died? I'd like to think that a lot of people would be upset. I would have a moment of silence, but I'm really trying to cram this all in one video, so I love you but sorry. What would happen if Jupiter disappeared? The asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter would become very unstable, and there'd be a lot of collisions, and these collisions might result in an asteroid coming straight to Earth, so in general, bad things. What would happen if Kiss worked at Walmart? Apparently, this.
Hello, do you need any help?
Do you guys work here?
Oh, we just started today.
What would happen if lysosomes stopped working? Cells would have little defense against foreign bodies and would not be able to break down unwanted substances within the cell. What would happen if meiosis didn't occur? Cells would not be able to reproduce, so that's that. What would happen if no one voted? If no one in the general public voted, Congress would determine the outcome. Voting is a privilege given to us by the government, so they wouldn't make the decision. So if we don't vote, they can just start making the decisions. What would happen if our atmosphere consisted of pure oxygen? Pretty much everything would die. Plants, animals, the oceans. In conclusion, more really, really bad things. What would happen if photosynthesis stopped? All the plants would die, and in turn, so would we. Man, people are really upset about all of us dying. What would happen if Qui-Gon Jinn survived? From what the internet has to say, Anakin would have eventually killed him after falling to the dark side. What would happen if Russia invaded Ukraine? All I know is that crap would go down. That's not really my department. What would happen if someone blew up the moon? 1. Why? 2. The axis and rotation of Earth would be dramatically altered, so time and climate would be totally messed up. What would happen if the Earth stopped spinning? Oh man, that'd be kind of funny because everyone would just go flying. Yeah, no, very, very bad things. What would happen if the US defaults? We would stop paying the trillions of dollars we owe. World markets would plunge and global interest rates would go sky high. What would happen if Valve went out of business? Steam games in general would shut down probably, but again, this is not my department. What would happen if water was less polar? Water would not be able to form hydrogen bonds. It would have a different specific heat and very different surface tension. What would happen if xenomorphs were real? I don't really know, but from what I've read, it's a good thing they're not. What would happen if you were exposed to 1.5 sieverts? Nausea, loss of appetite, infection, so in general it's to be avoided. What would happen if zombies were real? See previous answer. I think that's that. I think I did it in time. We'll see. Mitchell, congrats on getting 5th place at the forensics tournament on Saturday, and I'll see you on Thursday. No, actually I'll see you this week at Collage Concert, so I'll see you in real life before Thursday.